So here we are on the turn 3 start. Pretty much just as I left it. Yeah, just as I left it. Just want to talk about some things I considered, played around with. So obviously, like Tower of Flies or Volcano's Heart, you could consider selling them to All-Seeing Eye and then declaring war and then taking them off again. Obviously, doing that will decimate your reliability. As Nurgle, you probably aren't that bothered about your reliability because everybody hates you anyway, except the Chaos factions. But it means stuff like if anyone has any sort of negative opinion on you, they will be way more likely to declare war on you. Any treaties you have in place at the moment will very likely be cancelled. Any treaties you want to make will be less likely to be made at all. So stuff like non-aggression and whatnot. So like let's say I wanted to get non-aggression here. This is on like 0.3. It would probably be on like negative something. I wouldn't be able to get it. Do I want to get non-aggression right now? No. We'll just wait on that. But basically, we're going to come over here and we're going to besiege Volcano's Heart, even though it's not a siege. It's a siege battle without walls or any settlement to finish. Just a field battle that acts like a siege battle because you can't get captures from the battle. I'll just leave that there for now. Do need the money from that battle, so probably have to fight that before anything, but I'll just check on everything else. This is still on rank 1. We do need to fight this battle, so we could fight this battle instead first. When you do this war, what you want to do is diplomacy. Who are they fighting? They're fighting Broken Wheel. Then you want to join war against Malice, like this, and they'll give you some money, and you can probably increase this to let's say 940, almost 935. Okay, 932. Yeah, let's say 932. Maybe you'll get 933 out of them. So you can do that, or what you can do is you can sell them Bilious Cliffs, which is what I was basically talking about before. Let me just see this. No, I can't. So if I did that, then I could get 3,759. That's all my gold problems sorted, and then I can basically take it right back off them. And I think this is what you should be doing, because they're not a threat to you right now. They're unlikely to be a threat to you. You're going to end up fighting them anyway. So, and they're not really going to get in the way of you over here. They're going to be just like camping in their settlement, as I think they are now. Yeah, military presence 6. So, yeah, this is what you want to do. I've played around with it the other way, where you join the war against them and sell the settlement to Malice Darkblade, but he doesn't seem to give you as much money. And the downside of doing it that way is if you declare a war on Malice Darkblade without joining a war, then he will he'll be allied to Nagarond, and then you'll have to declare war on Nagarond as part, because they're allies, and that might turn out bad for you, because you might not want to be with war with them. Then again, it might turn out good for you because they might want to come out of a war with you and they'll pay you money to do it later. So it's 50-50. I mean, in any case, they're really far away, so they're not going to bother you. It might not be that big of a deal. Depends what you want to do. I'm not really going to go into too far, like too many turns. It's like I'm going to do like 3 turns, 5 turns maybe, and then after that it's all on you. So this is what I'm going to do, and taking the settlement back off them won't be a problem at all. And then we've got money, so if we want to, we don't have to do this right now, because they're not going to be able to escape anyway, because they're locked in because of the zone of control. They won't be able to get past us, so we can just stay there if we want to, but then you run the risk of them recruiting, I think. Now we've got money, we can basically do this. We can do this. You can do any 3 of these buildings, but I'm going to do this one because I just want more plagues. Basically, we need this to go off. Looks like they've got one of our plagues somewhere. Someone has got one of our plagues. I don't know who. Who's got our plague? Who knows? Oh, I know why. Because we sold the settlement to Bilious Cliffs. Okay. Because we sold Bilious Cliff to Broken Wheel. That counts as them having 1 tally, basically. But it's not going to stay like that because we're going to take it back off them. And it's important that we do take it back off them, because otherwise, when this army comes back, he won't be able to he won't be able to replenish on the way, and he won't be able to climb up and make movement. Once he gets on the shore, his movement will be 0. So you do need to take this back probably this turn. And you can even try joining. Let me see. No, they're not going to do that. We don't want to do that anyway, because you want to be at war with the Dark Elves here. So honestly, I've just like auto resolved this fight, and the casualties are quite heavy. I think this is probably down to this. I don't know whether this is actually taken into consideration, but they have quite high armor as well. I think this time round I'll fight it, and then we'll see. I think I lost like over 100 guys last time, so from auto resolve. So I think I'm going to fight it, and then we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we get like 4 casualties like last time, but they've only got 3 guys. I mean, we've got a huge army. I don't really see why it's going to be that much of a problem. We don't have Stream of Corruption yet. We can. Just got. Let me see if there's any trees. It'd be nice if we got some trees. Oh, and of course they're not, because we're on a black arc. We're fighting on top of a black arc, so there's no trees. So that's how they're going to get us with those bloody abilities. I'll tell you what, I'll save it here, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll do it again, and we'll just auto it. I'll show you the result, by the way. Just leave it there for now. I'll pause it. So here we are back in the battle. We have to worry about the black arc abilities only. The rest of the fight's basically, it's very easy. So because there's no cover, we have no trees or anything like that. There's no way to hide our units. All we can do is basically space them out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this, like this, like this, it doesn't matter that much. The enemy's not going to come after us, so it's just whatever. We can just do this, and they're not going to do anything. Then we can put beast over there, character over there, another character over there, and they're just going to chill up there because they're a defender, and that's absolutely fine. And then basically what we've got to do is look out for any sign that we're going to get a bombardment, and then we just move the unit. So I'll just wait for them to do something. I'll just put it on fast forward. Normally 45 seconds, something happens. Oh, there it is. That was not great. Alright, so that's one dodged. I mean, what did we lose? Maybe we lost one Nurgling, or 3, I don't know. I think 3 or 4. We just have to wait. I think they might get like... This might be a tedious battle, and I'm kind of regretting showing it to you actually, because like it's long waiting for them to do the bombardment. Just fast forward. There we go. Oh, they got me. They got me again. They used 2. That was 2 separate abilities. Because this this Nurgling is like getting damaged too much, I'm just going to keep moving him. I'm pretty sure if you keep, it's like the rocket thing from the Skaven, the Doom rocket. If you just keep moving him, they won't put the Doom rocket down on him. So same with the Black Arc ability. So we'll just try and get them to do it on something else. Hopefully it works. So I've counted, I think 4 different uses of abilities. I think they have 9 because they have 3 of each. There we go, he's trying to do it again. As soon as I stopped with that Nurgling, he went to do it again. We're gonna fade this one. Yeah, they didn't guess. Alright, so actually it's fine. If they're gonna target this one, it's fine, but because then we know exactly where they're gonna strike. So yeah, they're doing it. Okay, stretch out. Yeah, faded it. Okay, so just go to rest, see what they do. Come on, guys, get us. Is that everything? Is that everything? Counted 5 uses. Maybe that's everything. Looks like that's everything. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to pause it here and then we'll just finish the battle because it's not much else to think about. So here we are on the post-battle screen. Could that have gone better? Maybe, but it went better than it would have done if you auto-resolved. So yeah, fight it manually, dodge the abilities, then you'll be alright. The rest of the battle's fine. Don't take the money. Take the replenishment because you need it, and the infections. More infections, so this will actually be enough to get us to 2. No, that'll be enough to buy 1 modifier on a plague. Alright, so Malice is just chilling in the settlement, just like, you know, AI does. We want to rank this guy up. So you got 2 choices really: Spirit Leech or the campaign movement range. I'm thinking campaign movement range because it's kind of critical. We get all the movement we can. I don't know for certain if it is absolutely necessary. After all, it's only 5%, and faster Spirit Leech is better. And in this mod, like, Spirit Leech is a bit more powerful because it's got longer duration. Thanks, Illich. We'll just take the movement range. Right. Now we'll rank this guy up as well. Like I said before, you want Stream of Corruption. We do need to take this settlement back so that we can actually get replenishment. He's got the plague still, so for that reason, we don't need to take this. And I think I said in the first video, like, this has to wait. It has to wait. You have to get Stream of Corruption, and then Ransom Visitation, Children Nurgle. Then you might go that, but you just want to go into this so much. Fleshy Abundance, Blightboard, great. Ooh. Oh no, that's just the plague ridden. I thought, oh, we could lay siege right there. You can't go. You can't land here. You can land here, obviously, but you'll just get murdered. So don't do that. Then we're gonna just wait. Why is it? Why are we in neutral? Oh yeah. I remember now. Yeah, because we didn't take this back yet. Okay. Let's take this back then. So yeah, we can't join anyone's war against them, I don't think. Yeah, they're only in a war with Malice, so we'll just do a straight up declaration of war. Take that back. Now, because we hired him last turn, he should have full movement. Yeah, you can see he's got full movement, so he can actually sack and loot and occupy. That's what you actually need to do to get the rebellion. So I'm going to do that. Sack. And then you notice as well, like, he didn't actually have to fight a battle because when you transfer it to another race, they don't have a garrison, so there was no battle to fight. We got to sack it. What's the condition on the port? So basically looting it will absolutely dumpster it. Yep, and there we are. We got the settlement to get plague again. So now we're on 55. Oh yeah, because level of control minus 15. All right. And we can afford to actually repair these settlements, but we don't want to repair this because Malice can just come over and take it, so there's no point. You can repair this though, so do that. Command man, same again. I think because you don't want to do this because you want to get the rebellion. The other 2 things won't do anything, so this is obviously the one you want. And then it's onto this battle, and then if you can auto it actually, but it's not advisable because you're going to take way too many casualties, because you're not going to be able to heal them by the time in the time that Epidemius is all the way over towards Malice. So save it, fight the battle. I'll pause it and come back at the end. Took a bit more heat here than I would have liked, but lost one toad. The damaged Nurgling, the super damaged Nurgling, stayed out of the fight. Other than that, took a few casualties on the rest of the infantry, but should probably take less than that. But it's not. It's just not going to be that big of a deal, I don't think. It's just a case of whether I can get this Nurgling back to full. The others are pretty much locked in, guaranteed they're going to get back to full. Epidemius was totally fine. What I'll say as well is, you know how like Broken Wheel had my settlement, and that was one on the tally bar. That would have been a really good spot to actually fight this battle. So I'm going to say, don't do exactly as I did. Give them the settlement for the money, and then fight this battle with, and then you'll be able to use this ability basically, and it'll be a slightly easier battle because -4 leadership against demons is good. Oh, that's really good. That's really useful. That's really nice. I'm gonna definitely use that. Put that on Epidemius, I think. Do I want to put that on Epidemius? Actually, no. I'm gonna put that on the rot flies, because one of the rot flies, because like when their use is basically fly over stuff and then like charge into the back of it, and that is really good for that. So because that charging into the back causes leadership penalties, so this like makes it even stronger, and it's got area of effect. Sack, skeptic or septic, skeptic. That's whatever. Rank him up. So I have a choice between this and this. What's my money situation? -361. It's not really relevant when I've got over 4 grand. So I'm just going to go for that. And then we're going to loot and occupy. Replenishment's not great. Losing winds of magic. That is one of the concerns I've had throughout this guide, is like, how am I going to get enough magic to wreck Malice whilst also getting Epidemius all the way over here quickly enough. I'm not going to repair this because I'm going to sell it, but I'm also not going to move out of the settlement. I'm going to keep it this turn, and then I'm going to sell it next turn. Over the end turn, what you should see is Demon's Chaos will take out Orsi and I, and they'll have Crystal Spires. Research. So we did Fecundity, now Pestiferous Life. Pretty much just as I said I was going to do in the first video. And put Epidemius in Force March. There's absolutely no risk of him being attacked. This guy, he's got no movement. This is where it gets a bit dicey. We'll move this guy anyway. don't want to. Thing is, if you put this guy on the land, you can get attacked by Malice Darkblade, and then all this is just dead basically. This is not enough to fight Malice Darkblade right now. We need Epidemius over here, so I'm just going to put him in Force March over there. And we don't want this guy to die, so we're just going to put him there, and we'll put him in Force March. I don't know whether this actually counts towards Force March or not, but being in the sea is one more notch towards that trait. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna over the end term we're gonna get that much public order problems, and then so basically he's coming back here, and then when we enter that turn, it will be a rebellion, which will land about here, just north of the settlement, and then it's after that is where it's getting a bit risky with Malice, and we have to basically try to make sure this links up with Epidemius, and we fight Malice not in the settlement. And is there anything we can do for diplomacy? Check diplomacy. No. Yeah, I think that's it. Can we do a plague? No, we can't do a plague yet. Do a plague next turn. So I'm just going to leave it there. That's the end of this one. That was turn 3.